Hello everyone, right here I have a 2024 Ford Everest 2.0 4x4 titanium. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. There are welcome lights as you unlock the car. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, the side mirrors will automatically fold in, and upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. If you press the unlock button once and press and hold the second time, you're able to roll down all four windows in the car simultaneously, as well as open up the sunroof as a vent. And to close all of them back together, just press the lock button once and press and hold the second time. Standard for the third generation Everest in Malaysia is Ford's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the black button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the front door handles. Along with that smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the Everest, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the right of the steering wheel. The third generation Everest uses an electric rack and pinion power steering system. The titanium trim gets a leather steering wheel with sport grips at 10 and 2. The bi-turbo 2-litre diesel engine in the Everest comes standard with a 10-speed automatic transmission with the select shift manual shifting function. For the titanium and the Wildtrak trims, which get an E-shifter gear lever, select shift is operated by first pressing the M button on the right of the gear lever and then using the plus and the minus buttons to go through the gears. While front and rear parking sensors and a reverse camera are standard across the range, only the titanium and the Wildtrak trims gain the additional 360-degree camera system and the Active Park Assist 2.0 automatic parking system. The reverse camera features active guidance signs, and the plus button on the top left of the camera display enables top-down view. Further down, the 360-degree camera view can be turned off, leaving on the parking sensors diagram. Wide-angle view can be selected as well, and top-down view can be selected once more. Once back in the 360-degree view, drivers can choose 6 zoomed-in views by pressing the Everest icon and then pressing the desired location to view. On the center console, there is a knob that selects the Everest's drive modes. Normal is the default everyday driving mode, Eco makes the car more fuel efficient, Tow Haul prepares the car to tow or haul a heavy load, Slippery is for use in extremely slippery conditions, Mud Ruts is used in off-road situations, and Sand is another off-road mode, but this time it's mainly used in sand and deep snow conditions. Meanwhile, the buttons on top that says 2H, 4H, and 4L are to engage 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low for the 4-wheel drive system. Safety features in the Everest include 7 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability control, a traction control system, hill descent control, hill launch assist, rollover mitigation, emergency stop signal, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. ISOFIX child seat anchor points are found on the outer 2 middle row seats. Additional features found in the titanium and the Wildtrak trims include a tyre pressure monitoring system along with driver assist features such as autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, lane departure warning and assist, a blind spot information system, and rear cross-traffic alert. 20-inch 6Y-spoke two-tone alloy rims are present on the titanium trim. This Everest rides on Goodyear Wrangler Territory HT 255/50 R20 tyres. The disc brakes are ventilated in front and solid out back. The suspension comprises double wishbones in front and a Watts linkage setup at the rear. Everests equipped with the biturbo 2-litre diesel engine also come with an e-locking rear differential. 30.3 degrees is the approach angle, 22.2 degrees is the breakover angle, and 23.3 degrees is the departure angle. The Everest is Ford's mid-size body-on-frame SUV primarily designed for the Asia-Pacific region. There have been 3 Everest generations so far, the first RU268 generation built between 2003 and 2015, the second RU375 generation built between 2015 and 2022, and the third RU704 generation built since 2022. While the first and the second generation models were built in several factories around Asia and in South Africa for their respective markets, the third generation Everest is only built in Rayong, Thailand. Common to all 3 Everest generations, however, is the fact that the Everest is related to the corresponding Ranger generation of that era. Hence, the third generation Everest, which was revealed in March 2022, is based on the second generation T6 Ranger. As such, the third generation Everest uses most of the same engine and transmission options from the previous Everest, along with most chassis hardpoints, basic dimensions and body shapes, and door and glass apertures. While it is not an entirely new model, most parts are not directly interchangeable with the previous Everest. In Malaysia, the third generation Everest went on sale in September 2022. There are 4 variants available currently: 2.0 4x2 Sport Automatic, 2.0 4x4 Trend Automatic, 2.0 4x4 Titanium Automatic, and 2.0 4x4 Wildtrak Automatic. Under the bonnet of this Everest is Ford's EcoBlue 2-litre, dual ovate cams, 16 valves, twin-turbocharged inline-4 diesel engine. This engine is equipped with a variable geometry turbo and common rail direct injection. It produces 207 horsepower at 3,750 rpm and 500 Nm of torque at 1,750 to 2,000 rpm. 80 litres is the fuel tank capacity, and the combined fuel consumption for the Everest 2.0 biturbo 4x4 automatic is 7.2 litres per 100 km. 190 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and this Everest is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the Everest Titanium include automatic auto-leveling adaptive matrix LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED front and side indicators, LED front and rear fog lights, LED rear lights, chrome finish for the front grille, door handles, and side mirrors, satin silver roof rails, side steps, the spare tyre under the rear of the car, and a single exhaust pipe. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, window lock, mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, and all of them do have a full automatic function in both directions. Central locking, this button operates the power rear hatch, interior brightness adjustment buttons, cup holder, and the driver's seat in this Everest Titanium does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there, including your 2-way power lumbar support. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. Dual zone automatic climate control system with a separate set of fan speed controls for the rear. Now, as for the controls, we have a set of physical controls below and additional controls on the infotainment display, which is also where the climate control display is. But back to the physical controls: power button, passenger side temperature, fan speed, maximum front defrost, maximum air conditioning, recirculation, driver side temperature, air conditioning, and right here you can obviously set your temperature and fan speed controls, but you can also set your automatic. You can also control the rear fan speed controls from right here, activate your front and rear defrost functions, air conditioning, and different modes. Right above, recirculation, maximum air conditioning, power button, and you can select between the front and the rear controls. Dual means if you have it turned on, each side will have individual temperature controls, but if you turn it off, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides. Right in the middle, we have the volume knob together with the power button. Down here, storage. This area also doubles up as the Qi wireless charging pad. And right in there as well, you can find a USB-C port and a USB-A port. Storage, cup holders. This button activates the automatic parking system. This one is for your traction control, while this one brings up the camera system, so it aids when you go off-roading and stuff like that. Right here is the Everest's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. The Everest in titanium and Wildtrak trims come with the Sync 4A touchscreen head unit. This system features a 12-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, and 8 speakers. The stock sound system that this Everest uses is actually quite good. We are currently in the CarPlay menu with the current media playing information. The album art will show up here if available. We have the song title, the song artist and album name will show up here again if available. You can play pause, go back a song, go for the song duration, and right here you can activate your shuffle, repeat, and bring up your love and suggest less like this options. Playing next goes to your playing next playlist. Hit library to go back to your main media menu, where you can go between library, playlists, and radio. Under Library, you can look at your recently added songs, playlists, artists, and whatnot. Hit that button to go back to your current media playing information. Right at the bottom, we have shortcut buttons for Google Maps, music, phone, and right here, press this button to go back to your main CarPlay menu where you can access the phone, music, Apple Maps, messages, so on and so forth. There are more apps to the right. And to the left, we have the navigation. You can go to a destination, bring up your voice command, and control the media. To go back to the main Ford system, hit the home button right up here. And right here we can select radio, phone, media, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, view the owner's manual, or bring up the Sketch app. Right up here as well, you can bring up your settings menu with the vehicle controls. There is an auto hold function for the parking brake, whereby say you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or traffic jam, the car is in drive, you lift your foot off the brake. With this auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. You also have your off-road settings, calm screen, sound system settings with the balance and fader, bass mid treble, speed compensated volume, occupancy mode. You have your phone list right here, driver assistance settings, vehicle settings, general settings, connectivity settings. You can perform software updates right here. Ford Assistant and valet mode. Hit that button to bring up the camera system. And right at the bottom you have shortcut buttons for your radio, phone, and media. And as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, press this button right here. Electronic central locking, indicator controls, seat track, Bluetooth telephone controls, and right here you have your multi-information display controls. This one brings up the main menu where you can use the wheel to then go through the list of menus and click the wheel down to select and hit return to go back. However, if you are not in any of the main menus, or rather if you are not in the main menu options, if you are in any of the sub menus, you can just use the wheel to go between the different options. Currently, trip 1 and trip 2, within the 2 trip meters, average fuel consumption, distance travelled, average speed and elapsed time, fuel economy monitor with your instant and average fuel consumption, seatbelt indicator, driver assistance display, and back to trip 1. We also have My View, where you can customize what is being displayed. You have your additional tire pressure monitoring system and off-road status right here, pitch and roll, and as mentioned, you can configure the My Screen display options. Apart from that, we also have your off-road display, towing display, phone, audio, settings. Under settings, you can configure the gauges, bring up your secondary speedometer, vehicle maintenance display, and back to the trip and fuel options. Right here we have your adaptive cruise control and speed limiter controls, your lane keep warning controls, voice control, volume controls, wiper controls, and the steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Front center armrest with 2-tier storage beneath it. You have a smaller area above and a larger area below. Right in here as well is a power outlet. Auto dimming rear view mirror, LED reading lights. They also double up as your interior lights. This button turns on or off the lights when you open doors. And right here you have your sunroof controls. This one opens and closes the shade, while this one opens and closes the glass portion. You can open up the sunroof as a vent, open it up in full, and close the shade if you did not want that much sunlight coming in. Sunglass holder, and the sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror, a couple of lights, and the driver does get grip handles right above and on the A pillar. Alright, so I guess if that's it for the startup, we can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Central locking, speaker, window control, another speaker, storage, and to gain access to the last row of seats, pull this lever, flip the seat back forward, then move the whole seat forward. Now that I'm in the last row of seats, I did set the middle row seats to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the middle row seats. As for leg room, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. The seats are fairly nice and comfortable. You can always adjust the position of the middle row seats to suit your needs. But back here, for the left side, we have a power outlet, cup holder, storage, speaker, another speaker right up here, and a hook right up here. We have the LED third row lights right up there. Aircon vents for the third row. While for the right side we have the hook, the speaker, and the cup holder down here. Now for the middle row seats, you can adjust the angle of the seat back by using this lever, and adjust the position of the seat by using this lever. This lever down here and this lever right here control the right seat, while the lever down there and the lever right there control the left seat and the middle seat. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. As mentioned earlier on, I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually quite nice and spacious back here, but as I mentioned in the third row seats, you can always adjust the position of the middle row seats to suit your needs. But on the front seat backs, we have storage pockets together with cutouts that help with additional legroom. Right down here is the aforementioned rear fan speed controls. And down below we have USB-A and USB-C ports for charging, together with an actual 3-pin power outlet. Rear center armrest with cup holders. Right above, for both sides at the back, are aircon vents and LED reading / interior lights. You can find the rear grip handles on the B pillars. There are 4 ways to operate the powered rear hatch in this 2024 Everest. Boot space in the Everest is 259 litres with all the rear seat backs in place. Fold the third row seat backs down and the boot space increases to 898 litres. With all the rear seat backs folded, boot space then becomes 1823 litres. To the left of the boot is a power outlet, while to the right of the boot are the 2 buttons to power fold and raise the third row seat backs. There are LED lights to the right of the boot and on the rear hatch itself. Under the boot floor is some storage along with the vehicle's toolkit, jack, and warning triangle. Adjustable headrests for all rows of seats in this car. central locking, speaker, window control, bottle holder, storage, and the front passenger seat in this car does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, including your two-way power lumbar support. Cup holder, dual glove box setup in the Everest. You have a smaller area above with the Everest branding right there, and a larger lockable area down below. For the front passenger, you can find grip handles on the A-pillar and right above. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a couple of lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle to a video of this 2024 Ford Everest 2.0 4x4 Titanium. Thanks for watching and goodbye.